This next problem is also a multi-step conversion. Now, what you're going to notice here is that we have units in a numerator and a denominator in this given value. So in this case, we are converting 1.25 kilograms per cubic centimeter to grams per milliliter. Okay, so let's identify what it means when we write it in this way. What this actually means is that there is 1.25 kilograms per 1 cubic centimeter of a substance. Okay, so this is telling you the mass of a substance per volume of the substance, which we will be able to recognize as density as you progress through the rest of this lesson. So this is telling us what is the mass of the cubic centimeter of a substance. Now let's say instead of in kilograms per cubic centimeter, we want to designate it in grams per milliliter. So we want to change kilograms to grams and cubic centimeters to milliliters. Okay, it's going to be doing the same process. Let the units be your guide and cancel diagonally. So we begin with our starting value, 1.25 kilograms per cubic centimeter. This means per 1 cubic centimeter. So anytime that you see something in this format, the denominator is always per 1. Okay, so think about miles per hour. That always means miles per 1 hour. Okay, so here we are talking about kilograms per 1 cubic centimeter. So 1.25 kilograms per 1 cubic centimeter. Okay, so let's talk about what it is that we are converting here. We are converting kilograms to grams first. Well, you can do either one first, but I'm going to focus on doing kilograms to grams first. What is the relationship that we know between kilograms and grams? We learned that there is 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram based on the prefixes that we must have memorized. So this is an equivalence that you must have memorized. 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. We're going to use this equivalence to change the kilograms to grams. Since the kilograms are in the numerator, we need to place kilograms in the denominator to cancel diagonally. So for my first step in my conversion, I'm going to put 1 kilogram on the bottom and 1,000 grams on top. Now that allows us to cancel kilograms. Now we have what we want in the numerator. Now our denominator, we want to change from cubic centimeter to milliliter. The relationship between cubic centimeters and milliliters is a 1-to-1 relationship. So even though you're just multiplying by 1, you still have to write this step out because we're changing the units. Remember, it is the units that is what we are focusing in on first, okay? So in order to change our units of cubic centimeters to milliliters, now if cubic centimeters is in the denominator and we want to change that, we need to cancel it in the numerator. So we're going to put 1 cubic centimeter on top, and then we want milliliters in the denominator per 1 milliliter on the bottom. Cubic centimeters cancel, Okay, so they cancel. And now what are we left with in our units? We have grams on the top, milliliters on the bottom. Once you have your units in place, you want your units in place first, then we can start our calculation. 1.25 times 1,000. Okay, I didn't really need my calculator for that, but you know, it's all good. Okay, so what you will have here is going to be 1,250 grams per milliliter. Okay, or it can be written as 1,250 grams over 1 milliliter. So that's telling us that the mass of a substance is 1,250 grams per 1 milliliter of that substance. So a milliliter occupies space, it is a volume, and the grams is the mass. So this is telling us the mass per volume of a substance.